Okay, so looking at this equation, we're trying to solve this for the unknown, which is r. The first step that we need to do every time we solve radical equations is isolate the radical, meaning that it should be on one side and everything else move to the other side. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is, because this is multiplication, right? We're not going to touch that yet. We're going to add 2 to both sides. Okay, that's going to cancel it here. And then we're going to get 3 multiplied by the radical of 2r plus 97. Okay, 25 plus 2 is 27. What do we do next? Well, this operation is really times. To undo multiplication, we are going to divide both sides by 3. Okay, gone. Then we're going to get 2r plus 97, and we did what we wanted. We isolated the radical, right? And 27 divided by 3 is 9. Okay, what's the next step? Once you have the radical by itself on one side, what you want to do is undo the radical. How do you do that? Well, you're going to raise both sides to the same power as the index of the root. Okay, what did I just say? What is the index of the root? Well, that would be the number that should appear right here, but it's not there. And that's because whenever it's not there, we're just assuming this is square root because the default index is 2. So what you want to do is raise both sides to square, right? To square, in other words, square both sides. Okay, so this actually I don't need to read. And then what's going to happen to that square root is going to go away, because when you square a square root, it disappears. And that's the whole point. That's why we are doing it this way. Okay, but on the other side, what's going to happen to that 2? Nothing is still going to be there. What is 9 squared? That's 81. Okay, so now this is a linear equation which we should be able to solve for the unknown by first subtracting 97 from both sides. We're going to get 2r, right? We're going to cancel that 97 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we will have 81 minus 97. Now, you can use a calculator, but I think this is going to be negative 16, right? Because 97 minus 81, yeah, it's negative 16. Then we're going to divide both sides by 2, and that'll give us r equals negative 8. Question, is this an extraneous solution? What the heck is this extraneous solution? What that means is, even though this r equals negative 8 is a solution over here, and absolutely, if you plug it into here, that's going to work. But what about the equation we started with? What about this guy right here? Because when you square root, a lot of stuff can go wrong, okay? So you need to go ahead and make sure that this r equals negative 8 is going to be a solution of your original equation. How do you do that? Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to open your calculator, whichever one you use. I use Desmos because I love Desmos, but you can use another one. And you are going to type your equation the same exact way as it appears, as you see it, like the left-hand side. But instead of the unknown, you're going to put parentheses with nothing in them, okay? Now, Desmos is complaining. Why it's complaining is because the parentheses are empty. But at this point, you're going to plug the number you think is a solution, which is negative 8. And if you get the same thing on the left-hand side as on the right-hand side, then you're good. But if Desmos spits out something like undefined or some kind of problem, or it does not give you 25, and then you're not going to get the same number on both sides, then that's extraneous.